Alright, I apologize. It went off. I had to clear my phone storage. But I'm just gonna wrap this session up. But anyway, we're gonna get ready for fitness. But yes, um, it's just useless to keep that cycle of death going. So y'all just learn how, like I said, y'all get caught up in that idolatry as much. And like I said, you're not going to be able to have people that catch the ball when things happen in your nation if you got all your women out working on survival, or a majority of them just not in a mental state or condition to raise children. So you do want to consider that. That part. Also, please don't make threatening statements at work. They did have to leave and get rid of some people that have done that, some women. So please be mindful to not be doing that. We're not going to be playing about that in the workforce anymore. Don't be making threats, gestures, body language of aggressiveness, saying none of those things at work, nor the men. Don't be making statements like that, because I don't care how long you think you work for someone, you can be replaceable. We all are replaceable, just like we all can die. And one day we will have an expiration date of this body to leave. So just know and keep being mindful of that. So I think it's just some people need to be humble again and respect life again. Okay? So don't tell me what somebody gonna do to me or what you trying to stop. I'm not worried about nobody run up on me and try to do anything. Like I said, I don't live by fear or faith. I live by love, and I operate through that and my wisdom. And if somebody do want to do something or envy me, because yes, women do embody envy, and men or have a jealousy nature. So that's the difference. Yes, men are not envious. They can be jealous. That's a totally different thing, but it can be similar of the two. Women are more envious. Trust me, I've been around both genders to really get a glimpse on and observe how they can be. And just because men understand my balance and just sometimes I can understand and agree with them, that doesn't mean I think like them. So women, that doesn't make y'all even better to even try to, dissociate me with the gender. Because you don't like that I'm going to be fair, or you don't like what I'm saying. But y'all all for it when I'm saying things that are negative about men and addressing those things that they do wrong. So y'all have to learn how to be able to really channel criticism well without getting your emotions and angry about it and want to hurt a person. But that's what the blood doctrine do. It makes people want to war and kill each other. That's why I'm like the water truth. Like I'm not maybe sustain my emotions a lot better than maybe the ones that come from her womb. I'm not going to say he's more intelligent than his spirit. I'm just going to say men just have a totally different nature than women that required me to have a blessing that maybe her side of the balance didn't get with black men or dark men, whatever you want to call it. My children are blessed because of the womb they came from. Just know that. While they were trying to associate everything with him or he or all of this, why my children are the way they are and gifted and talented or blessed. And yeah, they do wrong. They do things I don't like. Hear me out. They do. And they're doing some wicked stuff, but they do know how to catch themselves and try to reason with me as a mother. Okay. So I'm wishing us all a really great Christmas. The Grinch is stole. Hope the Grinch don't steal y'all Christmas or our Christmas. I wish she was there. So I'm going to get her some clothes, style, and profile. I got my budget set for her and the girls. And then I'm going to also have to send something to my mom send something for Shakaya and Landon or whatever to give. But we're going to try to do something stylish. Maybe find something we could wear together. I do want to bake a cake. Have a nice little cake or whatever. I understand some of the women feel like they can't do whatever they want when I'm around in my face, but they gotta understand I gotta live. But yes, Rochester, New York came to my territory, Monroe, Louisiana first. So Don't even try to. And I treated y'all respect and hospitality, and I did not make, kill y'all while y'all was this, and I don't do all of those things, I don't know. I didn't, like I said, y'all came to my territory first. New York came to my territory first. So we can't switch this all around. There ain't no way they're going to try to, and there's no way they can. So let's deal with it. So it shouldn't be no problem when we visit or if we live in theirs. Now, there's certain places in New York, nope, I'm not traveling, I'm not going. I don't want to live, just straight up truth. It's okay. That's just like in certain places in Louisiana, I haven't lived and I wouldn't live. So it's just same thing. But I can't tell y'all, it's a lot bigger than my city, a lot more opportunities, lots less killing, because it seems like they on demon time down there. What's it say? Mine's is more culture centered, and I have a little bit more, like I said, intelligence than they do. Seem like, but they got a lot more opportunities to grow, or I guess to at least make a good living. So they should be doing something with it at this point, or developing a better, safe, and not always getting on drugs and doing things to your people. So I knew that had serious effects. So that's the reason why I never did drugs or became an alcoholic, things like that. The reason why my mom didn't go down those paths, because when we have been raised with mothers that have been victims of all of that, sometimes they do give you a strength to make a change, and just don't want to, repeat that or have your children under that. So, like I said, change can make a person better and change can make a person worse. But I do understand people saying, oh yeah, change, you can become way worse, or usually people come way worse and change. When they change, they come worse than they come better. But there is this rare exceptional case where you can come better. You can be better. All right, so we're good right now. Hey, say we're good. Say hey, hey. Stand up. Hey, hey. Say hey, hey. I'm going to put it like a little ball, like make it like a little ball or something. Like Mama had her hair the other day. You like that? I'm going to clean out your ears too. All right, so today we are going to do the app a little bit for her in speech. Do I read along? But we're going to go do some fitness to see if we've been bouncing around like she's ready to do that. I'm ready to do some fitness bowls. Yeah, that's just like a business telling us they don't have to pay us because they providing us the building to work in the supplies to do the work, that they don't have to pay us for coming to work. So that's the same way you do with your wife when you want her to stay at home and risk her possibly making more working for another man or whatever she doing with her time, because her time valuable too. She don't have to just stop it to give life, or go through all of that, and slow her money down to be no service to you as a husband either. So you got to consider all of that. So it's like, yeah, you should pay her at home, whichever way feels comfortable to you, whether you feel like, she can handle all the things management, or you want to just give it to her yourself. Either way, it has to be some type of thing happening like that. So I don't apologize. These men took it wrong. They got y'all working at home for free, some of them, or didn't want to. That's just wrong in its core. Yeah, a lot of them wanted harlots in their bed instead of wives and mothers in home actually using it time productively and being really good moms. They want fucking sex slaves they can pound down when they get from work or something. Okay, hold up. Hold your head up. Good. Okay, I like it too. All right, so we'll tune into the next session. Let's look at the camera and say tune into the next session.